I will take note that the team not in this Trainwreck alliance is Taylor and Kylan. After in episode 1, Taylor gave Jag and his brother that pass that they never should have given. Good morning, everybody. Here to talk about last night's amazing race episode. Episode 3 of the season, and I think the big story has to be this damn alliance. They're calling themselves the Trainwreck Alliance, but they've been anything but train wrecks, unfortunately, for me, in my viewing experience. The alliance is Jag and his brother, Natalie and her sister, and Joseph and his brother. They started helping each other in episode 2, and that really carried over into last night's episode. And my question is for any long-time Amazing Race viewer, because as I've said in this season, covering it for now, that I don't tend to watch this show. I've seen a few seasons in the past, and I don't know if like every season do they help each other out this much, or is this a Big Brother thing? I tried to look it up online after last week's episode, and I saw some Amazing Race fans saying that it's not always this kumbaya, and that there usually are some teams trying to, screw another team to get ahead. But this season has been very kumbaya, and I feel it's like, leave it up to modern Big Brother players to make this big old alliance in a show that already lacks a lot of drama. And so it's been rough. It's been rough, and I do not like this alliance. I mean, I already came in not rooting for Jag, and they're already doing so well. It's just hard for me to see why teams want to help them out so much when they continue to basically be first place. And yes, I know by the end of this episode they gave first place to Natalie and Stephanie because it's going to be Natalie's birthday, which, good social gaming from Jag and his brother there. They're doing the right thing. They're not the image of them now is not that they have been in first place 3 times in a row. So I mean, they did what they had to do. I can't hate on Jag and Jas's strategies here. I just wondering at what point are these other teams going to try and get ahead of them instead of just trying to hang on to their coattails, because they also have that pass that they can still use too. Joseph at one point in confessionals on last night's episode said that he eventually wants him and his brother to play their own game or race their own race, but we're 3 rounds into this. At what point are we going to see that happening? So not enjoying the alliance. I did like the driver's seat twist. I guess last season was the first time they did this twist. But, the Big Brother players, being Big Brother players, tried to play this as safe as possible. Natalie and Stephanie giving the girls the less work to do. The guys, although Chelsea got screwed by that, more work to do. And I think it probably works out for them. I will take note that the team not in this Trainwreck alliance is Taylor and Kylan. After in episode 1, Taylor gave Jag and his brother that pass that they never should have given. It's the thing I complained about most in the premiere, and to me still makes Taylor's decision look very dumb, as they are struggling towards the back end of this race. They also have a pass though, so at some point I'm sure they're going to use that to help them, I would suspect. And I guess they're probably also not in this alliance because they are so far behind the top 3 teams, or the top 3 teams coming into this episode. But yeah, let's just talk about team by team here real quick. So Natalie and Stephanie did get first place, but that's only because Jag and Jas gave it to them. Though there was good points made that Natalie and Stephanie were ahead at one point, I believe, after the beer crate challenge, and still helped write directions for Jag and Jas and Joseph and his brother. So it was goodwill. It was a good social game, if there is such a thing in Amazing Race, to help each other and continue to be this alliance. So I'm not hating on the alliance because they're not doing a good job being an alliance. I mean, the communications there, they are helping each other out a lot. I'm hating on it because it's boring on already a show that's lacking drama. And also, Jag and his brother are doing so well. At what point do you pivot and try something new? Because only one team could win this race. So we'll see if any of that changes. I did like that Natalie scored on the hockey challenge so quickly. A lot of teams did. She was one of them. It only took her like 2 or 3 tries. Jag Jas got second place. I talked about how their strategies have been good so far. Like, I can't hate on the social game that they are doing, the decisions they are making to take the bigger target off of themselves. They could have been first place at the driver's seat too. They tried to foist off the decision making onto Joseph and his brother, but that didn't work out because Joseph was also trying to do the big brother thing of not having the blood be on his hands. So they agreed to give it to Natalie and her sister, who agreed to do it. But also smart of Jag and Jas to take the target off their back by doing that driver's seat after being first place 2 rounds in a row. Now, Joseph and his brother did not end up in third place, though. Tucker and Eric got third place by the end of this. I did enjoy Tucker celebrating that Angela was out of the game because Angela was a big part on putting a target on Tucker's back on the Big Brother season. So Tucker gets a little revenge on Angela, outlasting her in this race. And Joseph and his brother kind of got lost with the directions, even though Natalie and her sister and Jag tried to help give them directions after the beer challenge. And I don't know why they got lost. I think they just took a wrong turn, or they just weren't paying attention enough, which happened to a lot of the teams on the driving side of this episode. But it was good to see Tucker and Eric really go through some of these competitions quick. I still believe that this is probably the only team so far that I'm seeing that can truly compete with Jag and his brother. That's if Tucker stays focused. Like I talked about last week with episode 2, he does have some trouble paying attention. So if he could stay paying attention, might be the only team I could root for to beat Jag. Joseph and his brother did get fourth place. They were a bit of a mess. Like I said, they lost the directions at one point, and then they lost their key during the challenge out in the field. They got lucky that they found it pretty quickly out in that field. It also took Joseph 20 attempts during the hockey challenge. Some of the guys were doing way worse than the girls at shooting the puck accurately. So that was an interesting thing to see. Hannah and Simone got 5th place. Don't really have a lot of notes on them in this episode. I still think they're doing good, but they continue to end up in more of the middle. Hannah's very smart, and her sister is pretty good at some of the more physical things to do. So, they have potential as well, but so far it's really making them end up in the middle of the pack. Now, the team I'm rooting for, Izzy and her fiance, got 6th place. Still good for them. Izzy was struggling during the beard challenge, but got it together by the end. My favorite part of the episode was actually Izzy trying to be so low-key supportive during the hockey challenge because Paige didn't want Izzy to be too encouraging and make her nervous doing the hockey challenge. So she was trying to be encouraging while still being on the quiet side, and we all know Izzy has a hard time being quiet. I would probably enjoy these episodes more if Izzy just had more airtime, period. But I thought they were really sweet as a couple here. I think they make a really good couple, and really like them in this episode. Rubina and Christine got 7th place, which is actually surprising because I felt like Rubina was doing so awful during the beer challenge when they had to fill up the bottles. It took them forever to finish. So long that Chelsea and Jack arrived after being so lost trying to get there. But and then they missed their turn to find the field. But what was good is that Christine scored on her first try during the hockey challenge. So I think that helped a lot getting them to 7th place. I will say Christine is definitely the MVP of this team. Not surprising to any of us that watched Rubina on Big Brother, because she is not a gamer. She's not competitive. She almost fell apart during this episode. So she's lucky that her sister is doing so well. Now, Chelsea and Jack struggled. Jack was struggling driving, and Chelsea was struggling to help him with the directions. It was definitely falling apart there for a while, so they had to switch roles, let Chelsea drive while Jack did the directions, which ended up, or maybe it was the other way around. I don't remember exactly, but I know that I think Jack was the one navigating at first, and then they had to switch to the other way around. I like that Jack really wanted to take home one of the beers. Sad that they didn't let him. They should have. But they still got 8th place, but we did see them struggling with the directions and working together, finding places. I don't think that bodes well if they have to have a lot of driving in another leg of this race. 9th place, Taylor and Kyland. Not a lot to say here. Taylor also seemed to kill it during the hockey challenge. Taylor saying they're not going to be in 9th place anymore. They're not going to be at the end of this race. Well, they better hope so, because the other teams are dropping off. They're almost in last place now. So will they use their pass to get ahead? They probably should, because they have been falling behind more and more each episode. In 10th place, Kat and Alex. Whatever. Still don't like watching Kat, not going to lie. I was hoping they would lose this challenge, but it just wasn't going to happen, because we didn't even see Turner and Megan until 52 minutes into the Tap episode. I was watching this live, unfortunately, last night, and with commercials, it took 52 minutes until we saw Turner and Megan for the first time. So they were really starting behind the other teams. But they caught up to Kat and Alex with the beer challenge, and Turner managed to finish right when Alex did, even though he started way behind. So I thought they had a shot, but then they got so lost trying to find the field. They didn't find it until the other teams finished the other parts of the race. So much like Chelsea and Jack, I feel like Turner and Megan's big problem this season was finding places with directions. So that's also why I think that probably doesn't bode well for Chelsea and Jack in the future. But Turner and Megan also seem like a chill couple, so I think they'll do fine in real life as a couple. Not so good in a race. But that was it for episode 3. I hope some of these teams start getting a little more cutthroat. It's the only thing that's going to make the season more interesting to me. I still feel about Amazing Race like I always have. It's a fairly boring show because there's just a total lack of drama. And with all of this sunshine and rainbows of alliances and teams helping everybody out instead of trying to screw another team, it's not the most interesting thing. So I'm going to try and keep watching and recording these videos on the season, but no guarantees.